Hello, everybody. Welcome to take two of video number 4 in the Mediocre Risk series. This is where I play Risk, but I'm only sort of good at it. Um, the last one I played with all highly ranked players, and that just meant everybody was really patient. Everybody got their continent. Nobody wanted to do anything risky. And so it just ended up being really boring and repetitive and going on for a long time. And it was a terrible video, and the game didn't sort of work out in a plausible way to be something anyone would want to watch. So we're doing another take here. I've got a 6-player game. Looks like everybody's in. I'm playing as the black player. We're doing 90-second turns, classic fix, which is what I always do. A hard bot if one ever takes over. Um, I need to figure out. So I've got 5 troops up here in North America. I got a couple of decent spots over there. Well, pink goes before me. So maybe if they are smart and don't want to try to take Australia, they'll move this 5 out of the way and maybe let me get this out of here. Um, right now, it seems like maybe the best thing to do is to put troops into North America. I wish white were going before me because they could potentially make this into a 12 and really kind of dominate North America up here. And I can't really migrate these guys across to get them together, which is what I would be prone to do. Orange is just burning themselves out, which is good, I guess, for us. Um, they didn't burn this one out in Australia, though, interesting enough. Um, we'll see what pink decides to do. Orange burned 2 of our troops out. Was that here? I don't think this was a 1 when we started, right? So pink is deciding they do not want to be down here, which is good. And it doesn't look like anyone is gearing up to go down there. So I think what I'm going to do is keep the stacks we have because 4s and 5s are pretty solid to stick around. And I'm going to also signal to these guys that I don't want to be in here and start to move out. I don't like getting stuck in Australia, and I don't want to hit a 2 just in order to bring these together. So I think we're just going to keep this where it is, and we'll try on our next turn to maybe bring some people together here. So reds definitely putting in for South America. They're letting pink know that they don't want that 6 to stay there. And I suspect white's going to go for North America at this point, which then if I do have to hit a 2, I could maybe hit this blue 2 and bring it out here into Asia where the rest of my troops are. But we'll see what white decides to do. They could put it down here, seeing as how 2 out of the 3 others in Australia don't want it there. But yeah, I mean, that's what I would have done. And I would go north and bring it up here into Ontario with the 2 I've already got and just kind of sit. Oh, it's going all the way through. All right, definitely putting claim on this. And hitting my 5. Wow. And he only lost 1 troop in that? Is that really true? He only lost 1 troop hitting my 5. Wow. So he didn't pay for that risky gamble at all and just sort of decimated my numbers. He's still got 24 at the end of this turn, and orange is already down to 12 at the end of the turn. That is a significant loss. I'm not in good position, although all of my troops are in Asia, so they're not really in any danger. Be interesting down here if red decides they don't want to fight this pink 6 and just come right up. You could take most of white out of here. Blue seems pretty intent on Europe, which they'll have ready to go. We'll see where pink is headed to. If pink is going to try and contest, I bet they're going to try to go to Africa, which is going to leave me in bad shape. So orange wants Australia. Looks like red really wants South America. I'm not sure if pink's going to let them have it. But pink could easily take Africa, give red South America. Blue's taking Europe. It leaves me as the odd man out. I would say odd person, but it looks like all the outlines are male presenting here. So there could be some female players, but we'll just go by the avatars at this point. Um, yeah, so is pink going to be happy with Africa? We'll see. So they're going up, which is an indication to red that they are hoping to leave. Um, these give me some ones to work with. Um, what do I want to do? I want to get this 4 out of here, and I don't really want to be in Orange's way if they want to be down there. So I think I'm going to do a double take here. And I'm going to take there, and I'm going to take here and consolidate those troops for the moment in Afghanistan and see if maybe Orange will put troops here and go down to Australia. Now we see what Red wants to do. Red could really go up and take North America. And if I were Red, that's what I would try to do. I would just hit this little white patch up here pretty hard because there aren't actually a ton of troops up there. They've got 3 stuck over here and 4 stuck over here and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, there's a good chance you could clear a lot of that out, especially if you were as lucky as they were when they took it. So I've now trooped back up to where I was when the game started. So I've lost overall the 6 that I've put in. And I was forced, so that's 7. I had an extra troop there. But this is what I was hoping to do. So white's moving out. They're going to start making some space for some of these guys to go. And that'll help me make some decisions if I want to try and invest in attacking in North America because he didn't actually put any new troops in up there. All right, so Orange is going right at it. Would be nice if Pink were to take out this 2 here. See, he didn't hit this, so now I can't come in there. I could hit this and fortify down, but then he's going to be able to knock me out. If somehow Greenland disappeared, you know, that might be something I was interested in. So pink seems pretty content with Africa. Blue in Europe. So it's whether I want to derail orange in Australia, which is quite possible. I could scare them down here and just take it over and just kind of bide my time. Or I could maybe fortify up here and be a little scary there. I'm not sure the right move to make. I think I'm going to scare him a little bit and see what he does. So on the next turn, unless he can turn in on 3, and then he's just going to pound me and my game is over and you'll get to see why I'm a mediocre risk player. I'm doing a little challenge here because even if he gets 5 on the next turn, if he can't turn in, he's only going to have 10 there, which, I mean, he might want to kill off trying to take my 12 out, but there's not a whole lot of reason to do that. Can I turn in? I can't turn in on the next turn, and I'm hoping he can't. If he can, he's going to be able to pound that 12, and he might just do it, even though it would be dumb for both of us. He'd be better off using his exterior, although I'm hoping someone will take that out on me before the next turn comes. Is red doesn't know what he's doing right now either. But I took a long time to decide my turn, so can't be too upset that red's taking a long time. But we want to keep this profile open of Nikita Pho, just in case it says here, oh, see, offline right now. So red has become an automated player, either disconnected or decided, given the position, that it was going to be better off just letting the bot go. If you start the game and then bot out, you can still get your placement and the points for whatever place you finish in. And often people will leave bots a little longer because they're easier to defeat. This bot was really smart, did exactly what any player would probably do in that scenario. Maybe you wouldn't keep your troops over here because pink is going to be upset about it, but let's see if white takes out Greenland for me. It doesn't look like they're going to do that. Oh, maybe? Maybe? Come on. They were really aggressive earlier. Maybe they'll continue to be. Yeah. Okay. So if orange can't turn in, I can take orange out for their four. Well, they won't have 4 cards because they won't be able to get one. But the 3 cards they have, and there shouldn't be more than 13 total troops down there. The other thing, if they do turn in and don't smack me, I can try to connect up here and threaten North America because there's going to be some people who are upset about white taking North America so early. Blue is not, though. Blue's trying to be a good neighbor and say, I'm going to let you hold that. I'm not sure the bot will, but we'll find out. So it doesn't look like they're turning in. They're just trying to make it harder to defeat them. And then he's going to run those troops into me. He's going to slow roll me to try and kill some off. But he lost 2 on the very first roll, which is great for me. So now we're 1-1. And it looks like he's stopping. So now he's down to 10 troops, which I'm going to try to take out. And someone might come after me, but I'll be able to turn in. And I don't think anyone's going to want to. I think they're going to be preoccupied with, pink doesn't want to fight the bot. So they're going to go up there and wait and see if they can come get me once I complete this. What might be stupid fatal run at this thing here. Well, we know he can't turn in, so it's not actually going to be any better. I wonder if I just keep him trapped there and I also make white upset. What happens in this scenario? I'm not sure, but I'm going to leave orange down there. Maybe see if I can get my own turn in on 5 cards. The best he can do now is put 8 here and be able to maybe chip down on me a little bit. Maybe I'll get some lucky dice again. But I think this red is going... Oh, he's not going to have to break the continent anymore because I already did it. Maybe I should have waited and let... Oh, he's going to go anyway. All right, so maybe it will be smarter to try and get to North America, although the bot is involved up there, and there's also this 7 here, which is not an exciting prospect when the bot is going. The bot is by far the strongest player on the field now, which is interesting, and he's making everybody's life miserable except mine, which is also good. I suspect that pink is going to be able to turn in early, but I wonder if white's going to try and take them out. No, white's going after the bot. He's upset that the bot broke him. See, he could have just taken pink out and gotten 4 cards right there, which would have been a much better move. There's no little pocket of pink anywhere else. That 16 could have easily taken this out and then gotten 4 cards. That was a huge miss. Blue might have been able to do the same thing, but not now with 4 in the way, most likely, unless they can turn in. If blue could turn in here, you might have a chance to do it. They might try it anyway for 4 cards, but he does not. See, this is where I think you should be risky. He's just taking Europe on a really low number. I think either of them should have taken the 4 cards from pink. 14 troops for 4 cards. If I had any sort of consolidation near here and was able to do it, I definitely would have. So he's not even putting the full complement here, which is great. I'm going to have to take more troops out. Potentially. Is he just going to blitz me? Well, he took 2 of my troops this time. Oh, and another one. He's really wearing me down. I wonder if Pink's going to just try and take me out. This is not as good as the first time through. But he's decided to stop because now that might be too many for me to take out, and he can bust at me the next time. So this may have been a really dumb play, and I should have taken him out when I had the chance. Because now I've lost a bunch of troops. I'm kind of wishing, well, if Pink does turn in, they can't get me. But I wonder if they'll try to get Orange. He could also just take out Europe. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do at this point. And I can't turn in on 4, so it was kind of dumb for me to stay there. And now I've made a mess of this. He is. He's deciding to go for Europe, which actually means he's not going to come after me. Which is pretty fantastic. He's going back to South America. So he's going to try and take South America and guard it because the bot is almost dead. See, what I should have done, and I'm just now realizing, and this is part of mediocre risk, is when I still had the 11 here, instead of staying a second turn, I should have moved these back. And then once he comes out to take his card, potentially come back down. I'm going to get out of the way now because I've lost too many troops for this to really even be worthwhile. So I'm going to back up and see when he comes out and gets a 5th card, or a 4th card. Sad that I got the Siam bonus and I'm not going to have Siam because he's definitely coming out. And if he's smart, he won't take out either of these here so that I can't come back at him and he can turn in and maybe be really upset with me and come after me. The tables might turn, although it won't be for an extra turn and I will have turned in by then. So we'll see. This is a very strange game, as you can see. I mean, everybody is just beaten to hell. Pink's doing the best right now, and there's no one who's really going to want to challenge them unless Blue gets upset and wants to go after them, but that seems unlikely. Lots of really weak players. Blue has a lot of cards and not many troops left, but they'll turn in before me. So Orange is still going to be one of the weaker players on the board, but again, if they're smart, they're just going to take Siam here and sit. So we'll see if they're smart. Is White botting out now? Tito Badami. He doesn't have much of a game left. He's got 1 card and 12 troops. I suspect Pink's going to want to go after him here on this next turn. Maybe not next turn, maybe one more, but not a bot. Red is currently our only bot. Blue turned in for a full 10, so that's looking good. Who do they want to go after? At this point, it's preservation, although maybe just take Europe back. It's what you had tried before, and he did it with almost no troops, so I don't know why he wouldn't try it again. Oh, move that guy. Move that. He opened China up for me so that when Orange comes out, I can go down, but that's an extra 3 troops I have to bust through, which is going to make it a lot less palatable. So now he's got 17 troops for 4 cards, which I would love to do, but I'm only going to get 8 more on top of my 3. That's 11 to be 19 to try and take out 17. Not so good. I guess my hope is maybe that he doesn't turn in on 3. I can get all my troops up to Siberia here. and then just hope for the best. So pink is just taking a card and reinforcing, which is what they should do. I gotta guess, cross my fingers that orange can't turn in. If they do turn in, I'm in deep trouble, probably. But see if they want to be retaliatory or self-preservationist, because I'll have 23 up here. So if they turn in, and they've got what, 12, 13, 14, so they don't, troops locked, so they would only have maybe 10. I mean, at most, I had the Siam card, so they probably didn't. You're going to have 18 here, which isn't going to be enough to come after me. Man, maybe I could have taken white out. White's now got 13. They're going to seem to have 3 cards. So pink might just be waiting to take them out too. But if orange isn't a viable option, maybe I take this white and move over to Alaska to set myself up to take them out the next time. Or maybe blue's just going to do it right now. That's why he put the 4 down here, so that he could do it. All right, so blue is going to weaken himself considerably, but he's going to get extra cards to maybe take Europe. Or is he going to stick in? He could take out this 9, stick in North America. That would be putting the screws to a leading player. Looks like he's just going to take Europe, maybe fortify back and see if they can keep it. But I don't think the bot's going to let him keep it. I think this bot is going to just break my, at least I hope it does. So can orange turn in? That's the big question. They could not turn in on 4. So now I'm going to have 26 to get 22. I think I got to try it, right? At this point, I've already got this person super mad at me. I could try to take out red. Maybe pink will do some of that dirty work. Doesn't look like it. Is pink going to break Europe? That's what I would do. But blue's been a good neighbor for pink, so maybe that's not the plan. And I would break Europe. Yeah, just like that, because you don't want him getting that bonus, and blue is not strong enough to really hurt you much at all. I would have to push through a lot of other players in order to do this. So we are going to give it a go and see if we can't make this work. This is risk, and this is why I'm mediocre at it. Oh, looks like I should have enough to do this. I'm moving this slider to make sure I have a 100% chance to win and lose the minimum number of troops. Now we want to go back down to 3, because that's the minimum you need to beat a 1. And we have survived. We got all 5 cards from orange, which is fantastic. They would have been able to trade in, obviously, so I get to do a double trade. So we're going to want Western Australia this time around. And then I'll get to trade again. We want India there. So that is plenty of cards. Do I want to try and take red out on this turn? I don't think so. I think I'm going to actually leave myself vulnerable down here because I want to be prepared to go after somebody else. I'm now one of the big stacks in this game. And, Pink could come up through Alaska and down my backside and take out Australia, but that wouldn't necessarily be a strategically smart thing to do. Blue could similarly kind of sneak in the back door. Red could do it, but the bot's never going to. I'm hoping they bust enough out down here that I can catch them, but it appears that that's not going to be the case. My hope was to take red out on the next turn, but they turned in. So now they're not a viable candidate. Blue might be if they don't turn in, but they did. So now it looks like it's just going to be consolidating this area. Said blue is already mad at pink. So that's wonderful for me. Are they going to hit the 21? No, they're leaving it. Okay, so they've weakened themselves and pink considerably. Neither one's going to have a ton of cards, though. He's going to break blue, of course, because why wouldn't you? The bot doesn't have anything to turn in. I need to figure out who I should weaken and why. And now it's... Oh, pink's mad. So pink is just going to go maybe hit the big stack of blue and I can just clean the game up tomorrow? Or tomorrow, next turn. I don't really want to knock anybody out at this point. And maybe open blue up. So blue can go hit pink. I think that's my plan. Actually, I'm going to take pink out of this side of the board. And open this up so blue can feel free to go attack pink if that is what they want to do. Oh, I still don't have a turn in on 4, which stinks. I love this game, though, because everybody's been playing recklessly and dumb. And so even my mediocre skills and poor choices are going to prove to be okay. So I suspect at this point, pink might try to come take my Australia. And in doing so, would end up taking out a good chunk of red, who now has 2 cards. So I might think about taking the bot out. Well, blue and pink will both have 3 cards by then too, and so I could possibly take either one of them out, unless blue is running for Australia right now, but doesn't even do it. He is going to go take South America and hide down there, which makes it much more likely that I will take out pink. Because I suspect pink is either going to be just really nuts on blue or try to come take my Australia position. Looks like they're not going to do either one. And so I wonder if I just take out Europe and pink. And then that sets me up to get blue. And then possibly also the bot on this turn. So I'm going to get blue stuck between me and the bot. Maybe I'll just take blue out here if I have enough troops, which should be fine. Do I have anything usable down here? That's Southern Europe. That doesn't particularly help. But I might as well get blue also. So I should be able to just wrap this game up right here. And that'll take care of blue. We have just a bot left. Get to trade again. Anything helpful? Doesn't look like it. So we'll just leave it on China, I suppose. And I'm just going to clean this out. Going to take that one out from there. We'll clean this out. Hit the bigger numbers first because I'm going to have to move anyway. We'll just take one more country from them. And then I'm going to stick this up here so they can't hit me. They'll take a few countries in Asia, and then I'll finish up on the next turn. So we saw yet another win. So now I think this is my 4th video, and I'm now 3 firsts and a second, which is way more than mediocre, honestly. I think just making these videos is being really helpful to my luck here. Maybe the notion that other people might watch them is helping my decision making. Although, as you saw here, I made a lot of poor decisions in this game. He did smart enough to break Europe, which, I mean, isn't going to do any good, but, you know, is not dumb. So we'll throw all these up here, and we'll just march through. Take this guy out. We got to go down here. You have to leave at least... Oops, I hit the wrong button. You got to leave at least 3 there. So we'll go back to blitzing here. And just finish this up. So I made poor choices, but it still worked out because everybody else in this game was dumb. We don't do friends because then they can't play with you anymore in the ranked games. And I don't know any of these people anyway. So we will see. Beginner, novice, novice, intermediate, beginner. Yeah, it was the intermediate was the smartest player, and he was the one who bought it out right away. So I don't expect that my score is going to go up a whole lot. Oh, 19,679. That's pretty close to as high as I've ever been. So 4 games in, I've got a chance to go over 20,000 for the first time. Thanks for watching, and tune in again later.